You are going to watch your dog get old. It's just a fact. Dogs have a shorter lifespan than humans, so every year matters. Unfortunately, many pet parents lose out on some of those years because their dog's health doesn't hold out. But today, I'm going to tell you about a recent scientific breakthrough in the field of canine health. A breakthrough that can help optimize your dog's biological clock and extend their health span. A dog's health span is the number of years that they're active, healthy, and feeling good. The longer the health span, the more quality time humans and dogs have to be with each other. And that's what we all want for our dogs. Not just more years, but more good years. Not just a longer lifespan, but a greater health span. Go guys! Come on, go, 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 go! Hi, I'm Cesar Millan. You may know me as the original host of the Dog Whisper series, or my other TV shows like Season 911, Dog Nation, or my current show, Better Human, Better Dog. In this video,
this is Cesar Millan's Dog Longevity Secret. Take one.
I'm going to tell you about the exciting scientific breakthrough that can help increase your dog's health span and show you some secrets to help keep your dog happy and healthy for a long, long life. It's what I do for my dogs at home and here at the Dog Psychology Center in Santa Clarita, California.
Hope you have a good life.
A dog's life is short, between 8 and 15 years. If you're lucky, they can live to 16, maybe 17 years old. But even when you are lucky, the last years of a dog's life can present some challenges for both dogs and their pet parents. In my 30 years as an animal behaviorist, and rewarding that she spent for it, I have seen too many cases where old age comes too early. A lot of times my clients are afraid of the dogs dying. And even the dog is super young, but they're already thinking that. So it can feel upsetting when the last few years of a dog's short life are spent dealing with health problems. There you go. And then you reward that, and that's the end of that exercise. I have worked with many, many dogs at my center. The connection is calm, confident, love, joy. I have helped the pets of a lot of clients, including celebrities, royalty, and politicians. And I have rehabilitated countless troubled dogs on my various television shows. I want to reward good behavior, I want to give the love, the joy, and then we go back and do it again. But it never gets easier to see the suffering.
It's okay, it's mommy.
My connection with animals was born in a small village in Mexico, where I grew up. The dogs on the farm always seemed happy, relaxed, and content. We never saw stress or anxious behavior. They were healthy, balanced dogs, as nature intended them to be. I assume everything in the US will be even better than it was in my village. And dogs here will be the healthiest on the planet. Because just look around. There were groomers driving around in fancy vans. And special parks were made just for dogs to play.
Happy birthday.
People even threw birthday parties for their pets. And the TV commercials?
And dogs can taste the difference.
The dog food looks so good, it has to be good for them. I mean, individual wrapped hamburger patties delivered by a wagon. Animals that ate food like this must be in perfect health. But perfectly healthy dogs turn out to be a mirage. The reality was, pets in this great country seem to have all sorts of health problems. I learned this when my own beloved dog, Daddy, was diagnosed with cancer. If you watched my first TV show, you saw how Daddy helped me rehabilitate other dogs on the show. He meant everything to me. When I learned he had cancer, I was absolutely devastated. And when the vets in LA told me that Daddy's case was hopeless, I refused to listen. I looked into Daddy's eyes and I told him that I would not give up. Then I remember hearing about a veterinarian, Dr. Marty Goldstein, with a reputation for treating sick animals that other vets call hopeless. I have seen news stories showing him saving dogs with serious health problems. They called them Marty's miracles.
As far as I was concerned, the dog was dead.
Patient, Whiskey the Rottweiler. Diagnosis, cancer.
Whiskey was emaciated down to 54 pounds, could barely stand up. He was given less than 24 hours to live by the referring veterinarian.
Outcome? Complete recovery after being treated by Dr. Marty.
And here he is 3.5 months later, weighing over 120 pounds.
Under Dr. Marty's care, Whiskey became so physically fit, he lived 6 more healthy years.
To this day, I think it's a miracle.
He can't stand.
Patient, Snoopy the Terrier. Diagnosis, paralyzed in all four legs.
If we let go of him, he would collapse. He just can't walk.
Prognosis, incurable.
The neurologist's diagnosis of Snoopy was a tumor in his neck that was putting pressure on his spinal cord, shutting off its function. The veterinary neurologist recommended that Snoopy be humanely put to sleep.
Outcome, totally recovered.
There he goes.
After 5 months of being treated by Dr. Marty,
Look at him go.
Snoopy regained use of his legs and ran round the family backyard another 8 years until dying of natural causes at age 18.
Getting any dog to live till 18 is a miracle.
These are just a few of the thousands of patients known as Marty's miracles, sick dogs and cats diagnosed as too far gone to treat, who, against the odds, recovered, thanks to veterinarian Dr. Marty Goldstein.
So I knew that Dr. Marty had a reputation for saving terminally ill pets. So I flew to his clinic in New York to see if I can get a Marty's miracle for Daddy. It worked right away. With just one treatment, Daddy seemed like a younger, healthier dog. I still remember that day. He ended up living 16 years, longer than most pit bulls. But Dr. Marty didn't just help me with one of my dogs because I have a pack of dogs. He taught me how to help all of them by telling me why there's so many sick dogs in America and how my dogs could beat the odds. And now let's bring this amazing veterinarian, Amanda, I consider a member of my pack, a member of my family, my dear friend, Dr. Marty Goldstein. Come on, my friend.
My dear friends.
This is honesty, integrity, loyalty. Come on.
Yeah. So
Let's
good
go.
to see you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank
So
you.
good
You
to
look
see you.
amazing.
Thank you.
Hello, my friend. Please tell people what you've been telling me for years about the dog illness in the U.S. is absolutely shocking.
Caesar, the statistics are shocking. 1 in 3 dogs in the United States get cancer. Think about that next time you take your dog for a walk and you see 3 dogs together, one of them will get cancer. Back when I graduated from Cornell University, only old dogs got cancer. Now, younger pups get it too. In fact, cancer is now the leading cause of death in 47% of dogs in this country, and it's not just an explosion of canine cancer. Veterinarians are seeing more and more dogs with all sorts of modern health problems. For one, obesity is out of control, and that leads to so many other diseases like dog diabetes.
I never saw a dog with diabetes in Mexico, doctor. Never in my life. There was no obesity either, definitely no chubby dogs on the farm. Back then, our dogs ate what we ate. We fed them chicken, fruit, vegetables, whatever we had, they ate. Dogs back in Mexico ate natural, simple food.
How about some of the other illnesses we see here in record numbers? The arthritis, the allergies, the itchiness, and the paw licking.
Nope. I never saw a dog with allergies when I was growing up either. Maybe the scratch because the fleas and the ticks made him itch, but that was it. We definitely never saw a dog licking their paws from allergies or anxiety or anything else. This is new to me.
Yeah, Caesar, back when I first started practicing, all these canine health issues were practically non-existent. Unfortunately, all these modern ailments are now common.
So what's going on? Why are dogs today having so many health problems?
Well, Caesar, I believe the biggest problem is the food. First, what they're eating. The ingredients in commercial dog food are crap. Look at most labels. You'll see something called meat byproducts. While that can mean organ meat, it could also mean slaughterhouse waste, which includes things like feet, beaks, feathers, even pieces of tumors. Disgusting, right?
Ew. Even dogs in Mexico didn't eat beaks or feathers, doctor.
But the biggest problem isn't what's inside commercial dog food. It's the way it's made. To combat microbes and make it last longer on the shelf, companies process dog food at extreme high temperatures, and that creates harmful compounds called advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. AGEs are terrible. Studies show they're carcinogenic. But cancer isn't the only problem. An accumulation of AGEs in the body is linked to chronic inflammation, which plays a part in many diseases, including obesity, diabetes, allergies, plus joint and mobility problems, especially in older dogs. Humans are exposed to AGEs too when they eat things like charred steak or burnt toast. But because most dogs eat the same food every day, week after week, year after year, Our pets ingest 100 times more AGEs than people do. So I feel certain what's harming our pets in this country is the highly processed dog food.
Doctor, when you first told me that you believed that dog food was the main cause of sick dogs in America, I was surprised because I thought that everything in America was bigger, better, healthier. But it makes sense. You know, processed food are not good for humans. Definitely, I don't like to eat processed food. So how can it be good for animals? But the truth is, back then, when I first met you, there was no other choice. That was the only dog food you could buy.
That's why I stopped feeding my family pets store-bought food. I just couldn't trust the dog food companies with my dog's health. So I started making them home-cooked meals. And soon enough, I had living proof it worked. Take Daniel, my golden, for one. You might have heard that the life expectancy of a golden retriever isn't great. In the U.S., they live only 10 to 12 years, but far too many die even earlier because Goldens have one of the highest cancer rates of all dogs. But Daniel lived to 19 and a half years old, and I'm sure that's because I stopped feeding my dogs commercial dog food. The best part, my Golden was doing well up to practically his last day, and I credit that 100% to his diet.
After you told me what you were doing, I started making homemade food for my dogs as well. And I stopped buying commercial dog food for forever, and I started shopping for the ingredients and your recipe.
Yeah.
Doctor, let's show people what went into your dog formula so they can make your recipe at home. Roll the tape. Super excited. Okay, so what does it take to put together Dr. Marty's healthy homemade dog food? We have laid out some of the ingredients in your recipe so people can make it at home if they want to.
All right, let's start with the most important ingredient, organ meat. Today we're using beef liver and turkey liver.
Sometimes you have me use beef and turkey hearts.
Yes, I'm all about the organs because organ meat is nutritionally unique. When a pack of dogs in the wild makes a kill, the leader of the pack gets first choice of which part they want to eat, and the alpha always goes for the organs because instinctively they know the organs make them stronger and healthier. My homemade recipe called for all kinds of meat. Turkey, beef, duck, lamb. But for those of you making it at home, feel free to use any combination of those meats, but make sure every meal has healthy servings of organs.
And all of it needs to be raw, right?
Oh yes, raw is what nature intended. It's how dogs eat in the wild.
To be honest, it was not easy to find and stock up on raw meat. Seemed like I was at the butcher all the time. I remember that your recipe also called for salmon, and I really remember how expensive it was.
Yes, salmon is expensive, but it's worth it. It's one of the best foods to help your dog live a longer, healthier life. Salmon has more powerful omegas than pretty much any other protein. I notice when a dog gets a good amount of omegas in their diet, their allergies improve, and the itchiness that can drive a dog and their person to distraction tapers off, often disappears altogether. But the biggest benefit of omega-3 fatty acids, especially in terms of extending the health span, is what they do for a dog's heart and brain. That's why I insisted you included salmon, Cesar. And for those of you making my food at home, for your dogs, add raw salmon when you can. But salmon and meat aren't enough. Even though dogs are carnivores, they actually need more than protein to thrive. So to make a homemade dog food balanced, you need to include fresh produce along with some seeds and herbs. My recipe calls for apples, cranberries, blueberries, kale, broccoli, spinach, and sunflower seeds.
I have to be honest, Dr. Marty. At first, it seems a little crazy, slicing apples and chopping broccoli, like I was making salad for my dogs. But when I thought about it, back in Mexico, we fed our dogs the same thing we ate, including fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, as I said, that's probably one of the reasons why you never saw dogs with all these modern health problems on the farm where you grew up. So for pet parents looking to maximize their dog's health span, I highly recommend they give them fruits and vegetables at every meal.
Okay, let's talk about pumpkin seeds and sweet potatoes and tell the people at home why these are part of the healthy dog diet.
Well, that's because sweet potatoes and pumpkin seeds are high in prebiotic fiber, and prebiotic fiber is absolutely essential for a dog's digestion. Maybe most importantly, it helps them avoid becoming overweight, which is a big problem in this country. Nearly 60% of all the dogs in the U.S. are considered obese. And recent studies show that being overweight can shorten a dog's lifespan by as much as 2.5 years. So keeping your dog at an ideal weight is one of the biggest things you can do to make sure they live a long time.
Okay, so prebiotic fiber, check. What else do we need to add?
Ginger, which is incredible for dogs. It's anti-inflammatory, so it can help improve joint mobility. And ginger is a terrific dog digestive aid. It reduces bloating and gas and can relieve nausea. So alone, each of these ingredients is powerful. But when you mix them all together, something truly amazing seemed to happen to the health of my dogs' bodies. And as a result, their health spans became extraordinarily long. All my family dogs who ate my homemade recipe lived into their mid to late teens, but more remarkable than how long they lived is how healthy they were in their last years. My Greyhound Redford is over 13 years old now. Most dogs of his breed start looking frail by the age of 10, but Redford is still fast and strong and active. And with his sleek and shiny red coat, he's still head-turningly handsome, if I do say so myself.
Yes, the change in their coat was one of the first things I noticed. The second thing I noticed right away was the change in their poop.
Yes, a dog's poop can tell you a lot about the state of their health and the health of their food. A high-quality poop is compact, well-formed, easy to pick up, and not too stinky.
The right food really makes party breaks more pleasant. That's without a doubt. And the biggest change showed up right after a couple of months. That is when I could really see the difference between the store-bought food and your homemade. My dogs seem to have more energy, more stamina.
Same with my dogs. Tilly, who is 10 years old now, has been fed a biologically appropriate diet since she was a puppy. And she looks and acts the same as she did at 3. She's active, playful, and always happy. Even her teeth have almost no tartar. In fact, I really don't remember Tilly ever being ill. And the changes for all my dogs went beyond just physical. I could see it in their moods.
And that makes perfect sense because, of course, what a dog eats would affect how they feel and act. When a dog is bloated or itchy, for example, they are going to focus on how uncomfortable they feel, which can lead to anxiety and nervous habits like nonstop licking, paw chewing. I think some of this anxious behavior actually starts with the food they eat.
It all starts with the food, Cesar. I really believe that changing what my dogs ate was the key to their long lives and health spans. The food was also a gift for my entire family because we have gotten to spend all those extra happy years with our beloved dogs.
Yeah, I love it. You know, my dogs had amazing results too. The only problem was your recipe took a little too much work.
True, I know. My wife and I used to spend hours shopping, chopping, and measuring. We even had to buy an extra freezer to store all the sides of raw meat. But we love our dogs, so we committed to the hardship. But everything got easier and faster and way more convenient thanks to a revolutionary scientific breakthrough in canine nutrition, freeze-dry technology. A process in which raw food is frozen, then dried under sub-zero pressure by a complex dehydration mechanism. So we're now able to preserve the integrity of the health span boosting nutrients and eliminate the harmful AGEs that can contribute to so many ailments of aging. Bottom line, it's now possible to make my ultra-healthy raw food recipe in a form that's as easy and convenient as dry dog food.
The freeze-dry raw food, doctor, was absolutely life-changing. You know, back when we were home cooking mealtime at the ranch, just took forever, let's be honest. Now feeding my dogs takes only minutes a day, and the best part is my pack, thanks to you, is healthier than ever.
Thank you, Cesar. My recipe was amazing for a small group of us, for your dogs and my dogs, and for the dogs of the few friends I shared the homemade formula with. But I realized I could help more than just my friends' dogs using this new freeze-dry technology. In fact, this breakthrough is allowing me to achieve my lifelong dream of helping all the dogs in America and maybe even the world. And it's already started. As of today, my freeze-dried raw food has helped thousands and thousands of dogs all across the country.
It is awesome that so many dogs have already started benefiting from your dog food. I am absolutely looking forward to spreading the word so every dog gets the chance to be the healthiest, happiest, most fulfilled members of anyone's pack. Yeah. Boom!
Freeze-dried raw is the biggest scientific advancement in canine nutrition in my lifetime. Instead of cooking ingredients at high heat, which strips them of their nutritional value and produces harmful byproducts, freeze-dried technology uses pressure to preserve and enhance the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients in raw foods. By freeze-drying, we can now create the ideal canine diet with the ingredients I've used to help thousands of dogs live longer and feel healthier over 4 decades. I felt that I could finally offer an alternative to traditional pet foods, which have been hurting dogs' health for far too long. The only problem was I needed a manufacturing plant. What if I built my own production facility from scratch? That seemed like a crazy idea at first, but it would mean I could ensure the highest grade of ingredients, avoid any cross-contamination from other dog foods, and guarantee the superior level of quality I would want for my own dogs, while cutting out the middleman so we could keep our food at the lowest price possible. And after searching high and low for the perfect place and the best possible team to help me, I finally launched my dream production facility in beautiful Wisconsin. Unlike other pet food makers, most of which won't let cameras inside, I'm proud to let you see it because I consider it the most cutting edge, highly regulated, and ecologically sustainable dog food center on the planet. But what I'm even more excited to show you is this, the finished product I worked so hard to make a reality. Dr. Marty Nature's Blend, a premium freeze-dried raw dog food. This food is based on my 45 years of experience working with animals and healing dogs other doctors said could not be helped. It contains 81% human-grade raw turkey, raw beef, raw salmon, and raw organ meats. I carefully selected these organ meats for maximum nutrient and omega-3 fat content. Beef liver, turkey hearts, and turkey liver. The other 19% is made up of the veggies and fruits I personally found to be the most effective for dog longevity. There are no chemical preservatives, just a natural mixed tocopherol blend to keep it fresh in your cupboard for as long as you need. While there are other freeze-dried dog foods on the market, this is the only food to meet my strict nutrition standards for canines. All ingredients are freeze-dried in state-of-the-art machines under rigorous quality controls at my plant in Wisconsin. And if you've never fed your pet freeze-dried food before, you and your dog are in for a treat. Nature's Blend is life-changing. Aside from being highly nutritious and healthy, our dog food is super convenient, lightweight, and easy to travel with. And best of all, it's simple to prepare. Pour out the recommended amount of nuggets for your dog's age and weight, then just add water. 3 minutes later, it's ready to eat. A lot of dogs actually prefer our food dry. In that case, just scoop out the nuggets and drop them in your dog's bowl. It's as convenient as kibble, but many times more nutritious with none of the nasty ingredients. With every meal of freeze-dried raw they eat, your dog will be enhancing their immune system, building their strength, and increasing their overall well-being. I formulated Dr. Marty's to be the most nutritious choice for every dog, regardless of breed and age. And it's especially helpful for rescues or dogs who have had health problems in the past. The formula is designed to mimic what your dog would eat in the wild, but with a special twist. It ensures your dog gets a perfectly balanced dose of nutrients in every meal. Our team is made up of hardworking people who are passionate about pets and know what dogs love. We put ingredient quality above all else, even if it costs more. And we hold extremely high quality standards for our raw ingredient suppliers. Personally, Nature's Blend is the only brand of freeze-dried dog food I would trust for my dogs. And tens of thousands of dog parents around the country agree. When we gave dogs a choice between Nature's Blend and one of the most popular dog foods on the market, Blue Buffalo chicken flavor, dogs chose Nature's Blend 29 out of 30 times. We actually did a study on it. These results are simply unheard of. Our testers even tried to trick their dogs into eating a different brand, but the dogs went straight to Nature's Blend and couldn't be diverted no matter what they tried. So it's no surprise we have extremely high customer satisfaction, an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, and amazing customer loyalty. Once your dog tries Nature's Blend and once you see the difference in his or her demeanor, health, and happiness, we're confident you'll never want to go back to your old food. Because this food is made from premium, all-natural ingredients, if you were to try to make it in your kitchen, you could spend several $100s a month.
Sweet potato.
So I work closely with my sources to secure the best possible price on each ingredient without compromising quality. It took months of negotiation, but once all was said and done, Nature's Blend contained all the ingredients of a balanced raw diet that would cost $200 a month if you made it yourself for a literal fraction of that cost. And that's not even accounting for the amount of preparation time you'd have to spend in the kitchen. But when you order Nature's Blend today through this video, you're not going to pay hundreds of dollars a bag. In fact, you're not even going to pay $50 a bag. When you order today, you'll pay just $30.95 for a 16-ounce bag of some of the most nutritious dog food you can buy. Now, I realize that this is still more expensive than some kibbles and cooked food, but that is because we make zero compromises when it comes to ingredients and quality control, unlike other brands. While I do recommend using Nature's Blend for your dog's entire meal, just using it as a topper can help make a dramatic improvement in your dog's health too. And topping off your dog's usual meal with Nature's Blend will cost you just pennies each time. I know that household finances are tight these days, and it's frustrating that feeding your dog highly nutritious food can feel out of your budget. I'd like to change that. And now that my own production facility is running at full steam, I'm able to make more food in bigger batches. And as the batches get bigger, the costs come down a little more, creating savings that I'm thrilled to be able to pass along to you today. For example, if you choose our most popular 3-bag option, you can save 50% or $91 off the regular price. But our biggest discount comes with our 6-bag option. When you buy 6 bags, you'll save 52% or $189 off the regular price. This option is perfect for anyone who gets extra comfort from knowing they have a safe supply of their dog's new favorite food easily on hand. And unlike many premium dog foods that only stay fresh for a month, the freeze-drying process we use at our cutting-edge facility ensures your bags of Nature's Blend won't go bad while sitting in your cupboard. In fact, every bag will be as fresh as the day you order the moment you open it up. So there's no need to worry about over-ordering. If you want the biggest discount possible, my team has put together a special subscription program that ensures your dog's food will arrive at your home once a month. Subscriptions help us operate more efficiently, which lowers our costs so we can then pass along some of those savings to you. A subscription is also ultra convenient because you never have to sit down and place an order again. And you'll never come home at the end of a long day, go to feed your pup, and find that you only have 1 scoop of food left. Another perk of subscribing is your order will be filled first, no matter how many others are trying to buy. And you lock in your discount for every shipment going forward. Just tap the button below to try Nature's Blend today. Now here's the best part. No matter how many bags you order, they're all protected by my "Your dog is healthier or it's free" guarantee. This means if your dog doesn't love this food or you don't see noticeable improvements in their health, just send back the unused portion anytime within 90 days and I'll refund every cent of your purchase price. No hassle, no hard feelings. That's how confident I am in what this food will do for your dog's health. By tapping the button just below this video, you can secure any of these valuable offers today. This formula comes from my 45 years experience helping animals live the longest, healthiest lives possible. Much longer lives than even their human friends expected. And if you think the changes you see in the first few weeks are amazing, think about what's going to happen to your dog's health after eating this high-quality, delicious food for a few months. Many pet parents report that moodiness or anxiety become a thing of the past because serotonin production is working better. So dogs get a glow about them. They just seem happier and more loving more of the time. Tartar comes off the teeth, coats get shinier and feel thicker and fuller. You'll see poops become more manageable, easier to scoop up because they're well formed and less runny. Dogs that are overweight will slim down and become more muscular. You'll also notice your dog is more mentally alert, can pay attention better to commands, and learn tricks faster. Because when your dog is getting better nutrients in their food, they're getting more power to fuel their brain. If this sounds like a lot to expect from just a simple change in food, well then, you're correct. The way I explain it to dog lovers in my clinic is this. Imagine if someone was feeding you low-quality, high-processed food every day, then they switched over to feeding you fresh, nutrient-rich, healthier meals every day. Not only would you be appreciative, you would have big changes in your health. It's truly revolutionary how big of a difference great nutrition can make. I put everything I've discovered in the last 4 decades of healing animals into this recipe, and I know it's going to make a real difference difference in your dog's health and happiness. Again, tap the button below to get started on Nature's Blend, and in a matter of days, you'll start seeing a difference in your dog.
I can't wait to hear how all the lucky dogs out there do once they start eating the way nature intended. And Dr. Marty, I'm so grateful for everything you have done for me.
It's a privilege to be able to help you, Cesar. I'm honored to be a member of your pack. I'm Dr. Marty Goldstein.
And I am Cesar Millan, and we thank you for watching!
Thank you! Click below now to get up to 54% off Nature's Blend. Try Dr. Marty's Nature's Blend. Scan the QR code or go to dogfood123.com in order to get up to 54% off.